Meanwhile, an Israeli media report has claimed that Saudi Arabia wants to normalize its ties with the state of Israel, although the move will take time. And interestingly, the report has claimed that the move is tied to the US-Saudi relations and not connected to the state of Israel or to the Palestinians. Our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report. Take a look.
Abdul Al-Jubeir, Saudi Arabia's foreign affairs minister, recently met with representatives of America's Jewish community. In their discussions, he reportedly guaranteed that Israel and Saudi Arabia will, in time, normalize ties. And in a meeting between Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and US officials in Riyadh, organized by the Washington Institute, bin Salman reportedly identified 3 requests that Saudi Arabia has for this to happen. Following the recent strained ties between the US and Saudi Arabia under the Biden administration and with OPEC oil cuts, these requests reportedly include affirming a US-Saudi alliance, the supply of weapons to Riyadh like to a member of NATO, and permitting Saudi Arabia to have a limited civilian nuclear program.
And welcome to the very first.
To find out more, I'm at the first ever conference of the Abrahamic Business Circle to take place in Israel. Now, this is a high-level forum attended by 30 countries to discuss the future of the Abraham Accords. And I asked the chairman, Dr. Rafael Nagel, what he thinks are the chances of Saudi Arabia normalizing ties with Israel.
If I think that Saudi Arabia will join the Abraham Accords, I wish it. I really believe that including countries will make the world a much better place. We already have seen that thanks to the Abraham Accords, 6 countries of the Arab League have joined the Abraham Accords, the normalisation agreement between Israel. And honestly, I really believe Israel could bring a lot to the deal with Saudi, mainly because we are a wonderful startup nation with a lot of high-tech quality, what really can be needed in a grow-up country like Saudi. And I see a lot of business synergies for everybody.
With some protests taking place ahead of Israeli President Herzog's visit to Bahrain and the UAE this week, I asked him about opposition on the ground and how people-to-people ties are being increased in order to bring about peace in West Asia.
There's been a lot done to people relationship, age to age, human to human. Mainly what has been done, we had exchange of students. We did send students from the United Arab Emirates to Israel to meet here up with students, to take part in universities and in schools, and the other way around. And you know what was the most interesting thing when I asked them, where's the difference between you? They told me, there's no difference. So we can see the future is extremely bright because our youth can see no difference anymore.
Since the Abraham Accords were signed in September 2020, 4 countries have joined, and there has been talk about whether Saudi Arabia could be next. Incoming Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu has suggested that normalization with Riyadh is one of his priorities. During President Biden's trip to West Asia earlier this year, announcements were made regarding flights between the 2 countries. But Saudi officials have consistently called for a resolution of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict before full normalization can happen. However, this is the first report that claims a potential alternative route to normalization, reportedly through Washington instead of Ramallah. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.